Hey everyone, Adam and Andrew here with It Takes Two Takes. We're going to watch episode 6 of WandaVision. We did episode 5 last week. We had a lot of fun, Adam, I felt like. And yeah, we know where we left off with this. Things got crazy. And I don't know what's going to happen next with Pietro.
It's not just Pietro. Vision is starting to realize things are way off and Wanda's the cause of it. Right. So, you have a weird cameo that showed up at the end, and we've got Vision questioning everything at this point. So it's definitely going to make for an interesting episode. Let's get started and see what we think.
Let's get it going.
Previously on WandaVision.
Previously on It Takes Two Takes.
You have to stop her.
See, there's the Pietro that we should be seeing.
Long lost bro,
right.
Squeeze his stinking sister
and we get this one, which is way funnier.
Should we cast Pietro?
What if it actually isn't supposed to be the Fox Pietro? They just are having fun with casting the actor.
So we're in the 90s now.
Malcolm in the Middle. Yeah. Oh yeah. Early 2000s.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah, this is different. Oh, some DDR.
I was gonna say, you're not really gonna outrun him.
Right. This music is on point.
Are you Old Red Riding Hood?
Old Red Riding Hood. Oh.
Mm. There it is.
Sweet costume, bro, Ham-in-Law.
Okay, but
I was gonna say, they had to put him in the vintage costume, too.
Respectable family? Why do you look different?
You tell me. I mean, if I had found Shangri-La, I wouldn't want to be reminded of the past either.
Interesting that she's not even sure of the rules of this or how she's doing things.
Right.
Nothing I can do for you, Wanda? Do you want
that hairstyle is so 90s also.
Oh yeah.
It's like Kid and Play.
Yep. I've never seen someone look so out of their element in their own original costume.
Right.
Awkward. Speaking of awkward.
Notice how last episode, though, he had mentioned that there were no other children, and now this episode, there's tons of children.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Oh, this is a... Yeah. Oh, yeah. This could be anything. This could be food.
What did you do?
A game.
Snack. Yo, magic. The snack for survivors.
That's like the meaning... Oh, did you see the movies there? Incredibles and Parent Trap. Incredibles and Parent Trap. Superhero parents and then long lost twins finding each other, right? Like those two, but they didn't come out at the same time. Even the remake.
Right.
I got shot like a chump in the street for no reason at all, and next thing I know, I heard you calling me. I knew you needed me.
Uncle Pete, guess what?
I can't tell if it's his memory or hers. By the way, we're in the era now where WandaVision should have its own channel where it's scrambled softcore porn that you can barely make out.
So the further away from Wanda you get, the less movement you do. Like, the less she's controlling.
It makes me think of, like, in video games, what I imagine, like, NPCs doing when you're nowhere near them. And you're just doing your parts of the missions.
Well, her power's got almost like a signal range to it as far as controlling people. She mainly controls those around her immediate vicinity.
And I would assume inside of that dome, it keeps them sort of catatonic, or whatever. It takes more energy. She can't just have them living their fake lives while she's not around them to serve her family dynamic.
Yeah, but what about, like, going to the bathroom or eating or drinking? Or...
Wanda's got that under control. I don't know. Oh, is this that scene we saw in the previews with Agnes in the witch costume?
All is lost.
Agnes. Agnes, please, calm down. Agnes. I will fix this, Agnes, I promise.
Okie dokie, neighbor.
She does such a great job in this.
I wonder if that kind of really dispels any speculation that was out there about her being Agatha, right? It seems like she's completely under control and helpless. So, I mean, she knew who Vision was because everyone probably knew who Vision was.
That's supposed to go past Ellis Street.
Does that keep CGI as he's walking?
I'm not some stranger. And I'm not your husband. You can talk to me.
We're all under the same Disney umbrella safety blanket now. Oh, jeez.
Are you okay?
You would have thought that some of these characters might have gone into therapy after Tony Stark's funeral, especially the ones that have been gone for 5 years. So I would assume if he tries to leave, he's just going to be back to being a dead corpse again.
You would have to think. And I guess this would kind of conclusively answer what does Wanda see versus what's reality. Like when she has those visions of him being a corpse, of Pietro with the bullet wounds, like, is that her having those visions or is it them showing their true selves?
It's one thing to have Vision here because she took his body.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
I mean, her brother's body, though, is a whole nother story.
Yeah, and she didn't see him coming, obviously.
Still kind of tethered.
He really does want
Yeah.
it, doesn't he?
Oh boy. There you go.
Oh no.
It's like me leaving my house when it's negative whatever wind chill.
Whoa, Billy. Are you okay? Mom! Mom!
Oh, is this... Remember they were talking about doing a Young Avengers? Is that what this is alluding to?
I don't know, because the kids are still coming out of nowhere, you know?
Right. But they are Wanda's kids.
With what, a corpse?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Hey, don't sweat it, sis. It's not like your dead husband can die twice.
Okay, so he's aware of that,
Billy,
which is interesting.
I need you to...
Go, 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 go.
She's expanding it to include, pull his
Yeah.
body back in.
And what happened? Okay. Maybe okay, I don't know. Oh boy.
Well, she now gets to be a character in the next episode of the sitcom.
Guess so. Oh, there goes Sword. Oh my goodness.
Up comes hot air balloon.
We got
So the whole
traveling circus.
Yep. All the tents become circus tents.
Oh man. Oh, funnel cakes are so good.
Could use a funnel cake. How big is she gonna make the place? I had to think if all this was truly going on, some of the other Avenger characters would have popped up by now, right? I mean, Wanda kind of going off the rails doesn't exactly seem like something that would be kept a real big secret from the Avengers that are left, you know? I mean, we only really lost a few Avengers to begin with, right? Most of the others are still around. So you would think some of the others would be showing up by now type of deal. Especially if you're dealing with a superpower like her.
More intervention.
There would be we should call in some big guns, you know?
I have to think that they need to address that, right? Either whether it's like, either not much time has passed and someone does show up, or there's a reason that it's been kind of shielded, no pun intended, from the what's actually happening here. So I don't know.
Right, because I would think you would bring in someone like a Bruce Banner or somebody who is A, a close friend, and B, really intelligent on what could be going on, or at least be able to handle addressing the issue if Wanda starts to go off the rails a little bit more.
I mean, there were theories that they were going to introduce Fantastic Four. They're going to bring Reed Richards into the mix with all of this. There were some theories that maybe they're hinting towards that, but I don't. I feel like if that was going to happen, it would have happened by now.
They're planning, I think, an origin movie with Fantastic Four. So we're going to get a third origin movie, or fourth if you count the unreleased origin movie. Obviously, her kids, which have got to be some sort of figment of her power, aren't going to exist outside of that bubble, because she couldn't have actually had children, A, with Vision because he's not biological, and also the fact he's dead. So those kids only exist in her realm. And
Yeah.
And her brother is, I think, an extension of that as well, right? He only exists in that realm because he's dead and that's not a real body. So I think at some point, somebody's got to make her realize, and I don't know if that's Vision or who, that what she's doing is wrong. She needs to stop, and she needs to deal with her grief and saying goodbye.
I think that's going to be the ultimate message. It's just a matter of who intervenes. How does this work? I remember there were being theories of maybe her kids being Wiccan and Speed, alluding to this Young Avengers franchise that they may do in the MCU. But Wiccan and Speed were, if I could be wrong about this, but they were the children of Wanda and Thor, if you're basing it off of the comic books. Regardless, it's interesting how, like, I think it's probably a play on that. I don't know that they're committing to that if they're going to do a Young Avengers, or when they do a Young Avengers. I'm not saying they're going to keep these kids, but to your point, like, is it just a moment to kind of experience what that, like, the origin of a Young Avengers that's not really an origin because it's not real, you know?
I'm wondering also what this show might, what ripples the effect this might have on some of the other shows that are coming out, right? Like Falcon and Winter Soldier and Hawkeye
Loki.
show and Loki.
Yeah.
I would assume we're going to get some references to this in those shows. You know, there wasn't any type of big reveal in this one. We're getting a little bit more world building and a little bit more understanding of what the hell is going on inside and out. And I think we needed it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in next week's episode.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing these. We're gonna keep watching the show, so we'll just keep rolling cameras while we do it. Appreciate y'all checking us out.
Yeah, and we'll see you next week. This has been Adam and Andrew with It Takes Two Takes.
Hi, Adam here. If you like this video, go ahead and check out our other videos. And if you like this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hope to see you again real soon. Bye.